Good evening, viewers. It's your boy again, Gentroos, the DJ, your economist, your analyst, your business person. I'm here to bring you good news. Today I'll be discussing the top 20 biggest economies, looking at the nominal GDP, which is nominal. We account for inflation, so it's not the real GDP. The real GDP, you don't account for inflation. And then we also have the top 10 car manufacturing or automobile, which in most economies they contribute a lot. You'll see it takes a large chunk of the GDP in most countries. In some it just doesn't, it's just a bit. In some countries it's quite a huge industry, or in general car manufacturing is a huge industry, and they make most countries make a lot through the production of cars. You'll see even the some of these big top 10 companies are bigger than countries GDPs or economies. So I'll start with the top 20 quickly. A quick overview of the top 20 countries. Sitting at number 1 is the United States, sitting with at 31.8 trillion dollars. Number 2 is China at 20.7 trillion dollars. Number 3 we see Germany sitting at 530 billion. And then we look at India is at number 4 with around 4.5 billion, 4.5 billion. Then we see Japanese coming at number 5 with 4.4 billion, and then we see United Kingdom coming in at number 6 with 4.2 billion, and then we see France sitting at 3.5 billion. These are all European countries. At number 8 we have Italy sitting at 2.7 billion. Russia is sitting at 2.5 billion. European countries. And then we have Canada in South America at number 10, which is 2.4 billion. Then we have 11 South America, Brazil sitting at 2.2 billion. And then we have Spain at 12, which is Europe. It's sitting at around 2 billion. And then Mexico, which is South America, sitting at around 2.1 billion. Then we have Australia at 14th place, which is 1.9 billion. Then we have 415 with South Korea. South Korea is in Asia. South Korea is the second country after, there's Japan, there's Chinese. Okay, South Korea is sitting at 1.5 billion. And then we have Turkey at 16. Turkey is sitting at 1.5 also at 16. Then we have Indonesia, which is Asia also, sitting at 1.55 billion. Then we have Netherlands, which is it's under Eurozone, which is sitting at 1.4 billion. And then we have Saudi Arabia is sitting at 1.4 billion, which is this is the oil money. They make their money through oil. The biggest company producer of oil is from Saudi Arabia. Then we have Poland, which is under European zone also, sitting at 1.1 billion. This is the top 20 countries with their GDP figures or their economy, what they produce or what is forecast for 2026. Then I'll link these with the top 10 car manufacturing and just give you a brief summary. You'll see there is a link between the top 10 and the top economies, because car manufacturing is a big industry on its own, and there's a lot that goes in there. Like for example, Tesla is at number 1, and if you look at the USA is at number 1 in terms of biggest economies. And so when we look at the top 10, the first one is Tesla, obviously from the US, and then the evaluation is around 1.4 billion, which is, when we compare to, if Tesla was an economy, it was going to be at number 17 as a country. It was going to be at number 17. That's how big the United States economy is. Then Toyota is number 2, which is German. It's a German car, and German is sitting at number 3. And when you look at the enterprise valuation, the valuation is sitting at 4.8 billion, 480 billion, which is a big chunk of Toyota. Sorry, Toyota is Japanese, so it's Japanese, and Japanese is sitting at 5. And then Volkswagen is number 3, and German economy number 3. Volkswagen is at around 200 billion in valuation. Then we have Ford is also the United States, which is 170. GM and Ford has more or less the same valuation at 170 billion USD. And then we have at number 6, we have Hyundai. Hyundai is from South Korea. South Korea is in the top 20, but at number 15. And you can see that it's around 160 billion. Honda. Then we have BMW. BMW is a German car. Germany is sitting at number 3 in terms of economies. We have BM, then Mercedes and BM produce more. The evaluation is more or less the same at around 130 billion. So you can see Germany has three top manufacturers, which is Volkswagen, BMW and Mercedes, which is now, if you look at them, they account for 500 billion. And then when you look at the German economies, is at around 5,000. So it's a large chunk of money that it contributes quite a lot in terms of the German economy. And then we have BYD. BYD is the only car company that's listed for Chinese, so meaning Chinese economy is not concentrated on manufacturing of cars. They have a more diverse economy, which is the car manufacturing is around 1 billion. And then we have Volvo. Volvo is sitting at top 10, which is the only, and it's a Swedish car manufacturer, and Sweden is not in the top 20, is way below, around 25. And when we look at the figures, it's 712 billion. So we can come up and say that there's a link between car manufacturers and top economies. So I'll go through the top 10 again for you to understand and to know. Tesla is sitting at number 1 with 1.4 billion. Toyota is number 2. Volkswagen Group number 3. Ford is sitting at number 4. GM is sitting at number 5. Ford and GM are USA. And then Honda is sitting at number 6. BMW is sitting at number 7. Mercedes is sitting at 8. BYD is sitting at 9. These are EV. Then Volvo is sitting at 10. So basically that's the link between top economies and the car manufacturing. Car manufacturing is big. It's a big industry in terms of economic outlook and production. It employs a lot of people. Government tax them a lot. There's carbon taxes, there's manufacturing taxes, there's duties, import duties, export duties. Export duties is basically paying to sell your car in another country, and then or bringing a car to your country. And this is how it looks. And if you look at these big companies, most of them are like these top 10, most of them are like countries. The valuations are bigger than most countries. Like for example, when you look at Toyota is ranked in the top 20. Even Tesla is even way above most of the economies. If Tesla was a country, was going to be sitting at around let me see, it's 1.4 billion. It was going to be sitting at around number 18 as a country, so it would be a country on its own. And that's how Tesla, and the difference between Tesla and Toyota is quite huge, because Toyota is sitting at 486 billion, Tesla is at 1.4 billion, so the margins is very huge. You can see there's a huge difference between the Tesla is a huge, it's a huge company in terms of the evaluation, followed by Toyota and Volkswagen, of course, German cars, and and Hyundai, and it's quite an interesting one. And thank you for your time, thank you for listening to me. This is basically the analysis of economies, how they work and how things work. And I'll just give a brief again for the top 20 economies quickly. Number 1 is the United States, number 2 is China, number 3 is Germany, number 4 India, number 5 Japan, number 6 United Kingdom, number 7 France, number 8 Italy, number 9 Russia, number 10 Canada, number 11 Brazil, number 12 Spain, number 13 Mexico, number 14 Australia, number 15 South Korea, 16 Turkey, 17 Indonesia, 18 Netherlands, 19 South Arabia, and then 20 Poland. Thank you once again for your time, and this is your boy, your analyst, your advisor, business analyst, your economist, Gentroos the DJ. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Please advise, please comment, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you. I'm out.